Good morning students, welcome back to my class. Today we will learn about the process of condensation and also we will discuss about the different forms of condensation which are commonly seen in nature. So let's begin our class today.
As we all know that most of our earth's surface is covered with water. It is found in lakes, rivers, seas and oceans etc. It is also found underground and even in air. Water changes its states on cooling and heating. The water on the surface of the earth changes into water vapor by the heat of the sun. This process is called evaporation. When this water vapor is cooled, it changes into water. This change of water vapor into water by cooling is called condensation. It is the reverse process of evaporation. In nature, the water vapor condenses into water in many ways. Condensation plays a very important role in nature. Dew, frost, fog, rain, hail and snow are formed under different conditions due to condensation. Let us learn how these are formed. Clouds are formed when water vapor condenses into tiny water droplets. These tiny water droplets join together to form bigger water droplets called clouds, which later fall as rain. When the nights are cold, water vapor present in the air condenses and appears as droplets on the ground, plants and also on other surfaces. This is called dew. We often see dew drops early on cold winter mornings on leaves, flowers and vehicles standing outside homes. So, we can say that dew is formed when water vapor condenses on cold objects like grass in the fields, etc. In extreme winter, the earth becomes very cold. The surface water or even dew freezes into tiny white crystals. This is called frost. So, frost is formed when dew freezes into ice crystals in the cold winter nights. During winter, water vapor condenses on dust particles present in the air very close to the ground to form a thick cloud. This is called fog. So, fog is basically a thick cloud of water drops formed above the land and water. When raindrops pass through very cold air in the atmosphere, they freeze into balls of ice. These balls of ice fall to the ground as hail or hailstones. Sometimes the clouds are very cold. For this reason, the water droplets in them freeze to form snowflakes. They fall to the ground as snow. A mixture of rain and snow or hail is called sleet. Now we will study about water cycle. When the sun shines, water from lakes, rivers, seas, etc. changes into water vapor and evaporates. When it rises very high in the sky, it condenses to form small droplets of water. These droplets join together to form clouds. When these clouds pass through cooler air, they get cooled further and these water droplets become heavier and fall to the earth as rain. Rainwater goes into the seas, rivers and lakes. These processes of evaporation and condensation again repeat in nature. This repeated change of water to water vapor and then back to water forms the water cycle. A part of rainwater sinks into the ground. It passes through topsoil, subsoil and porous rocks. It finally settles on non-porous rocks. This is how large volume of underground water is formed. The level of the underground water is called water table. It may be high or low according to the season. In the water table is usually high in rainy season and winter season. So today we have seen that in nature evaporation and condensation takes place repeatedly and this process is called water cycle. And the effects of evaporation and condensation of water can be seen in the form of rain, dew, frost, snow, hail and fog. So that's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.